The story of the birth of the Pandavas is a fascinating one, and it is one of the most well-known stories in Hindu mythology. It is a story of curses, boons, and divine intervention. The Pandavas were the 5 sons of King Pandu of Hastinapura and his 2 wives, Kunti and Madri. Pandu was a skilled archer and a wise ruler. However, he was also cursed by a sage to die if he ever had sexual relations with a woman. Despite this curse, Pandu was eager to have children. One day, he was hunting in the forest when he came across a deer couple mating. Without realizing it, Pandu shot the male deer with an arrow. The deer was actually a sage named Kindama, who had cursed Pandu for killing him. Pandu was deeply remorseful for his act, and he begged Kindama for forgiveness. Kindama forgave Pandu, but he told him that he would die if he ever had sexual relations with a woman. He also said that Pandu would be able to have children, but only through the help of the gods. Pandu was devastated by this curse, but he accepted it. He decided to renounce his kingdom and live the life of an ascetic in the forest with his 2 wives. One day, Kunti was sitting in the forest, thinking about her childlessness. When she saw a group of sages passing by, she asked them how she could have children. The sages told her about a mantra that she could use to summon any god she desired. Kunti was hesitant to use the mantra at first, but she eventually decided to do it. She summoned the god Dharma, the god of righteousness, and he granted her a son, Yudhishthira. Kunti then used the mantra to summon the god Vayu, the god of wind, and he granted her a son, Bhima. Finally, she summoned the god Indra, the king of the gods, and he granted her a son, Arjuna. Madri was also eager to have children, but she was hesitant to use the mantra. She was afraid that she might die, just like Kindama had warned Pandu. However, Kunti persuaded Madri to use the mantra. Kunti told Madri that she would share her boon with her, so that Madri could also have children without any danger. Madri used the mantra to summon the twin gods Ashwins, and they granted her 2 sons, Nakula and Sahadeva. The Pandavas were raised in secrecy in the forest. Pandu and his 2 wives lived a simple life, and they taught their sons about the importance of dharma, righteousness, and compassion. When the Pandavas were old enough, they were brought back to Hastinapura, where they were reunited with their cousins, the Kauravas. The Kauravas were the 100 sons of Pandu's blind brother, Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra was the rightful heir to the throne of Hastinapura, but he stepped aside because of his blindness. Instead, he crowned Pandu as king. However, Pandu's reign was short. He died soon after returning to Hastinapura, and Dhritarashtra became king once again. The Pandavas were raised by Dhritarashtra and his wife, Gandhari. However, the Kauravas were jealous of the Pandavas, and they often bullied them. Despite the challenges they faced, the Pandavas grew up to be strong and virtuous men. They were known for their wisdom, their courage, and their commitment to dharma. The Pandavas eventually went on to play a central role in the Mahabharata, one of the most important epics in Hindu mythology.